Alright, you're welcome once again to my channel. My name is Mosjaro. Now, this video is specifically for those persons that are preparing for the next UTME or the next WAEC examination. Now, there are some salient topics that you need to consider while you are preparing for the exam when it comes to biology. Now, I've listed the topics I need to consider when it comes to chemistry in my previous video. So if you know you have not watched it, just go through my page and of course you are going to come across the video. My name is Mosjaro once again. Now, why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because some students are preparing for exam and they don't know the topics they need to consider while they're preparing for this exam. Now, this is where Mosjaro comes in. So I want to list the salient topics that you need to consider. Then that will give you what high score in the examination. Quickly, no jump into around time, not day to waste. Now, the first topic, the first area that you need to pay attention to in biology is what are the cells and the what and classification. They say I'm so just like what I did in chemistry, I'm doing same in what in biology. Cell. Now, aside from defining what cells are, you need to look at the structures that are found inside cells and their what and their functions. It's very, very important. Now, of course, you need to know the different types of cells. Smallest cell, for example, they can say which of the following is the smallest animal cell, which is the sperm cell. Why is the sperm cell the smallest animal cell? Why not the red blood cell? Now, these areas we need to consider. And of course, classification is one salient area in biology too that you need to focus on. Some people they mistake and say, oh, now you need to go in depth while you're looking at this word classification, hierarchy of classification, and the different kingdoms, and of course different classes. Now, another aspect you need to pay attention to, number two, I like to combine them: nutrition and what? And digestion. That means you need to look at the digestive system, not just in humans, but in other organisms. Now, the different types of digestion, we have what we call extracellular and intracellular digestion. Which organism undergo extracellular? Which organism undergo what? Intracellular. Likewise, mode of what? Of nutrition. Sharp, what they run and they go. Number three topic that you need to pay attention to, guy, you know, go mess yourself up. You prepare for this exam, especially UTME examination, is the what? You need to pay attention to waiting now. To skeletal system. Now, this skeletal system, you need to pay attention to supporting tissues in plants also. So some persons usually focus in animal alone, but be very wise that plants also have what supporting systems. We'll be looking at the supporting tissues, the cholenchyma, the parenchyma, and the rest of them. Now, another thing that you need to consider again while preparing for this exam, number four topic that you need to look at is the the endocrine system. The endocrine what? The endocrine system. Now, when we're looking at the hormones and the functions of these hormones, they are very, very important while you are preparing for these exams. Now, number five topic, nervous system. Now here you go for look at the brain. You go look at the brain here. You go look at the neurons. You go look at the functions of the different parts of the brain. Now here you go take run them. It's very, very important. There's no exam that you come across except you don't know where the question is coming out from. That's why I'm taking my time. But these areas, now for the set question come outside where for exam. So you need to consider them, look at it in depth, analyze them. Now, number six topic that you need to focus on again is what? Which other topic is that? So people they run away from them. Which topic is that? Now that topic is what? Is reproduction. I know so you go to think say reproduction. I would like this topic. Oh, it is sweet well. Oh. Now be very careful too that you need to consider reproduction in plants while you are considering reproduction in what? In animals. Types of reproduction, modes of reproduction, sporulation. What type of reproduction is it? Is it sexual, asexual, or is it both sexual and asexual? You need to consider. Under here too, you need to look at fruits. They say so. You need to look at what? You need to look at fruits. You need to look at seeds. Now, all these falls under what? Falls under reproduction as a topic. Now, another topic that you need to look at again is what? Is transport system. Now, it's under this system that you're going to consider the heart. That you're going to consider the neuron, the blood cells rather, the cells, the blood cells, the red blood cell, the white blood cell, and of course the blood vessels. You need to consider these aspects. Very, very important. Number 8 topics. I'm rushing through it, but remember you need to tune on to the channel because I'm going to be dropping points and questions on each of these topics. So you don't have to wait. Let the exam so that the exam will not be 1 month, 2 months, or one week to the exam. Not start running up and down. No, that's not how to prepare as a strong science student. Now, that want to do very, very well. Now, number 8 topic that you need to consider again is ecology. This ecology is very necessary. Ecosystem, biotic, abiotic factor, lentic zone, dentic zone. You need to look at all these areas. Then number 9 is what is genetics. And waiting now, and variation. I'm going to make it the 10th topic, which is what? Which is homeostasis. Though this endocrine system is still under homeostasis, but this one, regulation of internal environment, where you begin to look at the kidney, you need to look at the liver, you need to look at the skin. These are the basic topics that you need to consider first. Like you must look at these topics. Mojaro, are there other topics? Yes, of course, but these are important topics that you need to be looking at. Now I'm going to be sharing updates on how to go around all these topics. I'm going to be dropping points. So if you know that you're not following my YouTube channel Mojaro, please do well to subscribe so that anytime I drop videos, you begin to see this point that will help you out in the exam. And I used to say again, please, there are some things that you need to know. There are some points that you need to consider. There are some questions also that you need to also focus on. Now, that is where the effective compendium in biology and chemistry comes into play. Now, this book is what is an award-winning book, in the sense that many persons have used it to prepare for exam and they've done very, very well. Now, this is the biology part of the book. Remember, in the other video, I showed you the chemistry part. So it's both in chemistry and of course in biology. Very, very important. Now, what's this textbook all about? What's the difference between this book and other books that you have? Now, it's very critical in the sense that I took time to list out the topics that you must consider. Not just listing out the topics, I took time to bring out the points. So you can see the first chapter, cell and classification, which I listed out here. I brought out the points that you must know while you are considering these questions or this topic. Then of course the questions. Now this question in this chapter 1, how the questions have been asked on cell and classification over the years. Show you the get them. So I brought out these questions, and of course the questions are much, very, very many, very, very many. Now of course it also has theory aspect. So this book is both for chemistry and for what biology, and also for UTME student, and of course for the JAM and for the YX student. Now this is the chemistry part. I did a quick review in the chemistry video. If you know you have not watched it, go and watch it on my channel. Of course, these are important topics. So tune in. Mojaro is coming back to back to be dropping points and questions using this as our word guideline. So if you want to have a copy of this book, send me a message. Of course, can be delivered to you anywhere you are in Nigeria. So ladies and gentlemen, Mojaro is out of here. Thank you. Please make sure that you consider this topic before you enter into the examination hall. Thank you very much.